Hi, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on what time and where you are listening from to this recording today. My name is Joseph Afesu. I am a Microsoft MVP and MCT. And today I'm very happy that we want to be talking about Copilot Agent in detail and see how you can create yours after watching this video. So, if you've not subscribed to this channel yet, please hit on the subscribe button because that's very important to me. Thank you. So today we are going to be looking at how to build Copilot agent, and I'm going to walk you through how to get like the very detailed documents that will help you who is not a coding person build a very smart agent. And let us start to do that. So I want to go to adoption.microsoft.com. So if you do that, so what happens is that it's going to have you land here into drive value with Microsoft 365 user enablement tool, right? So when you scroll down this way, you're going to have what is called Microsoft 365 Copilot listed under view user enablement resources by products. So I'm just going to hit on this. So if I do this now, let's see what happens next. So what happens next is you see the M365 Copilots here, and then you see looking for Copilot resources for a small and medium business. So you can actually get advice on Copilot usage here. So but where that the place that interests me so much today is on the new Copilot chat and agent resources. So I'm going to click on this. So if I do that, then it's going to take me to where I will find a very important presentation that would help me. So I'm going to click on new Copilot chat agents overview. So I'm just going to hit on this. So if I click on that, I'm going to see Copilot chats and agent overview guide. So I'm going to click on this now, and then you will see that it's downloading a file for me here. So this file is truly very useful, right? So if you check it, you see it under your downloads. However, I already have that open here in the web console. So what happens is you look at this is agent overview guide. So learn how to quickly unlock the value of Copilot through agents. And then if you come down here, you see low code options for creating agents. So you have places or instances of places where you can create agents in Copilot. And one is the Copilot agent builder. The other one is your SharePoint. And then the next one is your Copilot Studio. Copilot Studio appears to be like the richest. So you can pause this video and zoom this in to see how you can compare these elements, right? These different places where you could create your agents. So you also have a slide that speaks to the examples of what agents you can build in Copilot: the writing coach, the idea coach, the prompt coach, the career coach, the learn coach, the visual creator. So you can also come to the next one that speaks to other elements, other examples of agents that can be created for Copilot chat. So you can look at them here, the onboarding buddy and all of that. Then the steps to creating Copilot chat is here in summary. It's about 8 steps, which we are going to go through one after the other during the course of this recording. So having said that, the next one is just speaking to the examples of SharePoint agents use cases, because you can use SharePoint to build agent, which I will also show on this video. So you have the steps here also. There are also 8 steps. So you can look at example of agent template in Copilot Studio. You have the store, you have the operation, sustainability. So this we will not be able to do at this point until maybe another recording, right? So but my very quick point is, why talking about the different type of agents you can create in Copilot chat. You're having them here, right? These are steps to do that. So the one that interests me most today, or more to the, of course, if you click through, you're going to have idea coach, this is prompt coach, and then you have career coach, then you have learning coach and all of that. So the one that interests me most today, as I mentioned, is the onboarding buddy, right? This is a very important agent that you may want to try out. So an onboarding buddy agent is dedicated to ensuring new hires have a seamless and welcoming start. So it can greet new team members assist with technical issues, answer questions, provide essential company resources, and explain the company culture. Additionally, list mandatory training courses and then guide new hires through the process of, the HR process. So, having said that, how do we build this agent and how do we integrate it? And that's why we are here on this particular call today. So, if you sign into Copilot right here, you would see something. If you have the license, you will see something by the far right hand side here, and that is going to be speaking about get agents, create agents. I just want to refresh this one so that we can be like on a very nice landing and starting page so that nothing slows down for us when we start working. Okay, so if you look at this page, what you have here by the far right hand side is the create an agent. So you can hit on create an agent here. So if you do that, so first you have option to describe your agent. Okay, so and it's giving you, if you want to pick one of these agents here, the career coach, the prompt coach, or the writing coach, right? So but we want to describe this agent. So say hi, I'm here to help you build an agent. You can start by describing what agents you want to do or what agents you want to create, right? If you come to this overview here, this is what the HR buddy is going to do for you. So we're just going to do Control C. That's going to be our description. So we're going to paste it here and then we'll hit on enter. So it's going to take in that detail and then give us the next step to follow. So it's saying great, the onboarding buddy agent is now set up for to ensure new hires have a seamless and welcoming start. So next is let's decide on the name for the agent. How about onboarding buddy, right? So I would like to use this, right, but I will just put smart onboarding buddy at the front so that you can see that I can alter it. So smart onboarding buddy, that's going to be the name. So I'm just going to hit on this or enter, and then what happens now is it's going to take in the name, and you see something at this point here, right, saying that this is smart onboarding buddy, like it has given it the name. This name may not pass, right, but we'll see how and what I mean by it may not pass. That is if it is longer than certain number of characters, which I can't really remember how many number of characters, but when we go on, we'll see it. So just to mention, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please help me hit on that subscribe button. It is very, 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 very important to me. Thank you very much. So let's move on. So it is saying that the agent's name has been updated to Smart Onboarding Buddy. So let's refine the instruction further. What should be emphasized in the agent response? So we'll come here now. That is here. You come here and then you can copy this or you can write what you want. So this is saying you are an onboarding buddy agent for our new hires. You know everything about the onboarding process from the documents we've shared with you, and happy to like that, right? So we just want to copy the whole thing here. So we're going to paste it here, and then we hit on enter again and allow it to also process that information. Okay, so for now you can see that the instruction for the smart onboarding buddy have been updated to include the detailed role and the goals you provided. Now, however, would you like the agents to communicate, or how would you like the agent to communicate? For example, should it be formal? Should it be casual or friendly? So let's also come to this our document, and you find out that it is here to say, okay, to be emphasized or avoided, please be clear and concise, avoid long answers and all of that. So we're just going to copy this also, and then we are putting it inside of here. So yeah, so that should also process. So just in a bit, I'll look at it here saying the smart onboarding buddy is now up for communicate in clear and concise manner. So please try out the agents in a separate chat along to the right. Do you have any further refinement? So if you look at the right hand side, this is the agent, this is description, these are starter prompts or startup prompts that you can have here. Provide. Yeah, it is nice. I don't think I have anything to do here. I want to proceed, right? It's fine by me, but I cannot ask it any question at this point because I have not provided the knowledge base yet. So if I come back to this, I will see that friendly and professional, the way to communicate, I've done that. And then just this. So let's go back to the steps now. So it is saying that we should just check. If it's not fine, we can move ahead and make whatever changes we want to change. But for now, I think it's good. So the next point we want to do is to click on configure. We're in describe right now, so we're going to hit on configure. So if you hit on configure, here is what I was talking about. So if I continue to increase this, I think, yeah, it's 30 characters. So it will fail. So because this is still under 30 characters, then I'm still fine. It's just 22/30. This is what I meant by the name may not be taken. So for the background color, if I hit on this, right, I can decide to change the background color, maybe to something like this, of course, maybe like this. I can change it, and then I can also even decide to bring an icon from the from my machine to this. I can bring up something that I would like to have like a shape there, right? So just to distinguish it from every other thing, I may want to just personalize it. So I'll just say okay, and then look at it, upload a new icon from your computer. The icon should be a PNG. That's very important for us to mention. Must be a PNG, and then it must be less than 1 MB. Look at it. So you can bring up like a very nice picture there to indicate that's your onboarding buddy. So after doing that, so what do we do next? We can see the description that we gave it, the instructions that we provided there, and then now it's for us to browse to the knowledge base. So what we do is so if you look at this, something is happening here, right, that we need to truly correct. So it's just speaking to 34/4, and we'll check this out later. But before then, let us try to bring in the knowledge base. So we browse to the knowledge base. So this time you would have populated. So before I open this, I want us to go to SharePoint, where you would see that I have provided the details that are required for this onboarding buddy to feed from. So I'm just going to go to SharePoint now. So you will see that I have HR Pillars Cloud technology here. So I'm just hitting on that so that I can come to the HR website, right? This HR website is saying welcome to research and development, and then it's here to say use the checklist, start learning, review resources. So this is a typical HRO site, SharePoint site in my environment, but my major focus here is on the site content. So I'm clicking on the setting here, and I'm going to come into site content. So if I click on site content here now, what you find out that is the content I have on this site, and inside of the documents library here, you would see that I have HRO Pillars technology site, right? So I have all these policies here. We have the compensation benefit policy, we have the confidentiality, we have the employee code of conduct, the employee onboarding policy, and you have them health policy, introduction to HR policy, and all of those here, right? So these are the documents that I'm going to be using as my knowledge base, and I will ask my onboarding buddy not to source information from any other place, maybe the web or somewhere else. It will remain natively within what I have here. So having said that, so the next point is for us to come back here, right? And then we would see, now we are already used to the HR Pillars concept here, right? Or Pillars Cloud technology. So I'm just going to pick this. So if I pick it, it will also list out the documents here for me that are in the document library there. So if I have certain files that I want to use, of course I can decide to select them. But if this folder was created only for this policy or for this agent only, I'll just click on this, and everything, no matter the number, there will be selected one. So just remember, just beside name here, you have like one circle that you can click. Otherwise, if you start clicking one after the other, you may have to click until you get to the end. What if you have like almost an how will I say endless list of documents? So I'll just hit on this. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, I'm begging you, please hit on the subscribe button, please. So that is done. So the next thing I'll do is I've selected everything now. So I'm just going to hit on select. So that is going to be the knowledge base, and it's going to populate down here very shortly. So look at it here. So since if I want to turn this on, it's going to be sourcing information from the web, but I do not want it to source information from the web. I want it to remain only within these documents that I'm providing. That answers that it is providing should only be within that document. So that's fine, right? So now what is here is we can scroll down. So if you scroll down here, you can see that these are titles of startup prompts, right? So this is already saying that assisting with technical issues. This is already saying that you have 31 character in that description, right? I may just even want to remove it because I want to even by myself add some prompts to it. So I may just remove this also. So if I'm removing them, of course you can see them here. For example, if I want to remove this provide company resources, I'll just remove this, right? So you can see that it's off this place also. So I can make them 6, right? So I can click on here, but quickly I just want to add 2 to it, or maybe even 1. So I want to say leave. What leave am I entitled to? So here he's just saying something about maybe about onboarding. Maybe we'll just say, what do I need to know about onboarding? So the good thing is this is what I just added, right? You can see it here, and you can see this one too that I'm adding here, right? So I need to add a question mark, and you can see that the question mark is just going to come up in a bit. So I'm just going to hit on, so it's okay now for me. So I'm just going to hit on this. So it is fine. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 startup prompts. So I can only have 6 the last time I checked. So let's see. I've added that. I'm just typing SSSS just for us to see. So that's all right. So we can count how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can no longer add anyone here, but I want to remove this. It does not make sense. Okay, so having said that, so Smart Onboarding Buddy is looking great. It has knowledge source and all of that. So the next point that it should request me to do or require me to do is to test my prompt. So for example, if I want to say explain company culture, our culture is all about collaboration and innovation, right? So do you have any question about that? So if I hit on this and I hit on this, so what's going to happen is it is going to be sourcing information straight away from the information that we provided, but initially it's going to have like a delay because it's trying to spool the information from the system. So it's already out without even me pausing this video, and it's saying that it's great to hear from you about the company value, collaboration, and innovation. Their principles are essential for fostering a dynamic and productive work environment. If you have any specific question about how these values, so this is just speaking like generally about what we have there. So what about we asking what leave? Okay, I think we have that as a starter prompt, right? So we can just go to new charts up there and then say what leave am I entitled to. So the entitled is even wrong, but it's going to pick it. So let's just say this. So we're going to correct that, right, before we move on to using going ahead to create our prompts. So it is saying, you can see that it is giving me a personalized answer. It's saying, hi Joseph, based on the leave policy, which is this, the link to that document here are the type of leave you are entitled to: annual leave, sick leave, parental leave, and then bereavement leave, right? And then additionally there are options for unpaid leave if you need to. So this is a document, and this is the link to the SharePoint site that I've created and added those documents to. So if I'm interested in going to the SharePoint site, I can just hit on this and go to the SharePoint site. If I'm interested in going to look at the document directly, I will just click on this and then it will take me to the document right away where I can see the number of leave I'm entitled to. So it is saying that the leave and the time off policies are this, which is based on what answer it is providing for us, right? So you can see that I have annual leave, I have sick leave, I have parental leave, and then I have bereavement leave, and then unpaid leave here, offer leave, option for unemployed, offer unpaid leave option for employee in need, of extreme time off, right? So ensure that the unpaid leave requests are considered on case by case basis. So I can just come here and say how is unpaid leave considered. So let's see what answer we come out from that prompt, right? So you can see that it's not going into the internet to spool out my response, right? So let's just look at it. Say unpaid leave is considered on a case by case basis, right? So this means that each request for unpaid leave is, now it's explaining it, is evaluated individually, taking into account and specific circumstances and all of that. So I just want us to, I think we had one that we were not that was not correct. I think it was this. What? Yeah, this is the term there. So we want to correct it. entitled, entitled to, and want to put like question mark there. So this look good so far for me. I don't know if you have an observation about this, you can let me know. But thank you for watching to this point, and if you've not subscribed to this channel, please hit on the subscribe button. So let's move on. So we're just going to look at here, and then it's saying create. So if you create now, so what happens is that it's just going to take a split of seconds, and then this will be ready. Yeah, I trust that. All right, so now looking at it here, you have like a link to the agents here, right? And then you have option to change the sharing setting. So you can also go to agent if you are just the only one going to use it. So you can say, okay, change setting. So of course, onboarding body should not be an agent that you just want to use yourself, right? So you may want to also give it to people maybe all around the organization, right? That everyone should have access to on board, of course. Especially those that are just joining the firm should have access to this. And for the policy sakes, a lot of persons will also want to reference this HR, very important HR documents. So, but one thing to look out for here is saying that people in your organization might not have access to some SharePoint files or folders. For these people, for these people, your agent will not use the files when answering questions. And then to ensure that your agent behaves consistently for all users, be sure to share the file and folder with all the intended agents. So now all the intended agent users. So for now, what I'm trying to explain here is that SharePoint site deals on permission. So if you want to give this agent to somebody to make use of, then you should also provide the person access to the documents that you are uploading as the knowledge base of these agents. So I'm going to copy this first, and I'm going to say, okay, fine, I'm going to save it. And then when this agent is saved, I can close, and then I can click on update up here. So if I click on update up here, so what happens is that it's just going to pop up as an agent by the top right hand side of my screen. But while this is processing, I want to go give access to one of my users to this agent, to the files that are used as the knowledge base for the agents that we just created. So I will do that very quickly. At this point, this is the site. So because this site was created for HR Pillars Cloud Technologies, users. So what I will just do is I will just come to the top here. I just want to add member directly, not even on the documents, but of course, if you want to restrict it to particular file or document library, you can do that. But for me, I want to bring in lab rats because it's going to be a user of that bot. So I've given him access to the site as a member. So what that means is it has access to the documents that are also here, right? So having given or added lab rats to the SharePoint site, so the next thing I want to do quickly is to come to the agent now. And then if I come here, of course, you can see that I have it listed here as Smart Onboarding Buddy. So it's just here. So the same questions I had earlier prepared is also here that I tested out, right? So if I say how many policies do we have here? So if I do that, let's see what it will do. It's just going to, go through that document library and bring out all the policies that we have. So what it is saying is that we have, and you can see that introduction to HR policy, recruitment, and selection policy. So if you go to the document library, honestly, that is what you're going to have there, right? And then you can see them here listed, right? All the documents are also coming out here, so that just in case you are interested in just bringing out any of them, you can just click on it and then it will take you right into that document that you are looking for. And if you want to ask it like a comprehensive question to give you a response based on what you have here, of course you can do it. I don't want us to overflog this part of the whole stuff. So I've copied the link to the agent, right? And then if I come here, I have lab rats. Where is my guy? So if I come here, right, yes, I have lab rats here signed in. Excuse me, it's not just bringing up to this screen. Let me see, lab rats here. Yes, come on. So this is lab rats, and this is his sign in here. So yeah, if I check by the base of my screen here, you see that that's lab rats, right? So what I would do is I can just click on add here. So if I send it to him via email or somewhere, and then I can just click on this. But I think the easier and better way to share agents is via Teams chats. So I'm just going to see that now from the end of LabRat. So LabRat is here and it's saying that Smart Onboarding Buddy. So, but mind you, LabRat at this point must have Copilot license. So I'm just hitting on add now, and it was also going to have access to the Onboarding Buddy in a bit. So, but that's because he has the Copilot license assigned to him as well. So I'm just waiting for it. So you can see that after some split of seconds, this is LabRats. If you check from the sign in here, right, on the base here, you can see that this is LabRat. And LabRat also now has access to this. So if LabRat is also saying that it's also wanting to use this, let me just click here, just like that can disappear. So if I just want to say, okay, greet, let's see what happens here. And then just in a bit, he's saying, okay, I would like to welcome you to the team. How can I assist you today? So that's just generating. Thank you for the warm welcome. Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm here to help you with anything you need as you get started. Here are the few things I can assist you with: orientation, trainings, and all of that. So this guy can also want to ask, what are the policies we have here? So what happens is, of course, already up here, it was already giving the employee onboarding and all of those details. So what I'm trying to even say here quickly is that LabRat can start using that agent immediately he resumes, right? So you can see the leave here, the policies here, right? It's saying here are some of the policies. I think it's even behaving better now. And then it's saying performance management policy, the purpose, the performance review, feedback session. And then it came here to look at the employee onboarding policy. And then it's just, so these links are actually to the documents that were provided. And I think this is looking nice already, going to give LabRat like a very nice landing. If you can even see talking about the compensation and benefit policy here, stating something about salary and wages, provide competitive salaries based on industry standard and all of that. The benefits are also here. And then confidentiality, also trying to do that. And at the end of the day, you will see that since it's asking a question that is due to the policy, I mean, it's just going to be here listed for him. So that's cool. But a better way to share this policy with LabRat is to have him on Teams. So let me just quickly see how I can sign LabRat into Teams. So LabRat is signed into Teams and it has access to ABC of Cloud, right? So this is the general channel of ABC of Cloud that he has access to. Fine. So LabRat can decide to add the agent here, but this time that's not what we're going to do. So let's just come back here, and then this is where I am signed in, who created the agent, right? So let's just quickly come here now to Teams, and then let's add that agent to Teams here. So if I come to Teams, when I'm signed into Teams, I also see that general channel. So I may want to just post it once, and let everybody click on it. I can call it Smart HR Robots. I mean, Smart HR Agents here, just so everybody has access to it. But even if I also want to have it tagged up here, just so anybody who joins the team would have access to see it, I can just maybe go to this, and then if I click on that, I would have option to call it maybe Smart HR Agent or onboarding agent or something. Then I'll paste the link here. So if I click on save now, so what happens is that it's just going to be up here, Smart HR Agent. So let's go to LabRat and see what experience is going to have at its own end. So this is LabRat. So you can see already that he has it here, Smart HR Agent. So if he clicks on it now, then it's just going to take him to the Copilot interface where he can make use of the application himself. So you look at it. So you will have option to click on here to open the HR onboarding or the Smart Onboarding Buddy. So you can see it now. It's up, and so he can decide to use it now to just move on just the same way we did from the other side. So this is fine. So it's working as expected. So other team members as well who are in this team would have this Smart HR agent here sourcing information from the sites that from the SharePoint sites that we ask it to source information from. So now that we have gotten to this point, right? So the next point I want to show you is how to edit this onboarding buddy. So let's say, for instance, you need to change the instructions, you need to change the startup prompts, you need to edit the knowledge base. How do you do that? So you just come to so how you do it is you just come to create an agent, and then from here you see my agent, and then you click on view all agents. So if you do that, then you're going to see our Smart HR buddy, the onboarding buddy, and then when you click on this, of course, you can have here, just in case you want to change the knowledge base, you want to change the startup prompts, you want to remove some that do not really make sense. Of course, you can even decide to remove all of them, and then you can decide now that you want to allow it to source information from the web. Depends on what you're looking for. You can also change the name, right? And it's still going to take effect just on it, right? You can see the name changing. So this is where you can reconfigure you can also change the picture just in case this is not doing very well and you want to maybe change the look. Maybe your manager comes to say, no, try to change something. So this is how to change what you need to change regarding that. And then once you're done with it, you can just click on updates, and then once it updates, then that will be all that you need to do. So that's just it. You can also from here copy the link, or you can say, okay, go to agents, and then you will just start using your onboarding buddy. You can see that the prompts have reduced drastically to 2, right? So that's how you can build agents using your M365 Copilots. So there is much when we talk about the Copilot studio, right? So but for now, we're going to end this video here because I'm sure it's actually a long one already. I'm going to be looking into some other more samples, and I'll be happy to share those with you. Thank you very much for sticking through to this time, and if you've not subscribed to this channel yet, please hit on the subscribe button and kindly help me hit on the like button too, so that YouTube can recommend this video to more people. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.